Dear all, today we are going to see the course on microbiology and a small topic in microbiology, that is the bioluminescence. So what is bioluminescence? How bioluminescence is produced in organisms, that is, it can be animals, it can be bacteria, or it can be plants. So today we are going to see what is bioluminescence, what are the enzymes involved in bioluminescence, what are the chemical reactions involved in it. All these things we are going to see today. So what do you see in this? It's a jellyfish, am I right? So this jellyfish, it emits light. The jellyfish emits light. What is the phenomenon that is behind this? So let us see what is the phenomenon behind this, why it happens. Okay. So the jellyfish, it emits light because of bioluminescence. So we have to know what is bioluminescence first in order to know what is the mechanism that is behind this bioluminescence. So you can all see this diagram. What is this? This figure. Not this figure, this photo. It's a jellyfish which is emitting bioluminescence. So bioluminescence is a mechanism by which it produces light. So we are going to see what is bioluminescence, why such a light effect is produced in animals or in bacteria or in some other plants. Why? We are going to see it. Now we'll see one by one the slides which gives you a detailed view on bioluminescence. I have used such a background color in order to know like this is how the bioluminescent color will be. So what is bioluminescence? It is the production and emission of light by a living organism. It is, we can also say it is a form of chemiluminescence which is seen in many bacteria, invertebrates, fungi and other microorganisms. In some animals, the light is bacteriogenic, which means that only when the particular bacteria is present, the organism will emit light. Or else it is autogenic, which means that it is produced by the animals themselves. So bioluminescence means it is the production and emission of light. It is produced by vertebrates, invertebrates, fungi, bacteria, and the animals' production of light, it can be bacteriogenic or it can be autogenic. So you can see the examples of organisms which produce this bioluminescence. So on the right side you have a jellyfish and a mushroom, which are examples of this bioluminescence production. Now we are going to see what are the bioluminescent bacteria that is present. You can see Photobacterium, Alidivibrio, Vibrio, and also some species of Chivanella and Photorhabdus. All these bacteria are capable of producing the bioluminescence, and mostly the bacteria which produce bioluminescence inhabit the marine environment. Even some of the marine organisms, they are capable of producing this bioluminescence because of the bacterial colonization. So some of these species, it goes and get colonized in the organs of some fish and squid. So because of their colonization, light will be produced, and this light will be used by the animals for signaling or in avoiding predators and also in attacking the prey. And when these organisms are living symbiotically in light organs of fish and squids or saprophytically they can be recognized by the light they produced. So the organism can live in a saprophytic condition, it can live in a symbiotic condition, or even in a parasitic condition. The organisms can be recognized by the light they produce. And we know this Photobacterium, Aldivibrio, Vibrio, they are facultative aerobes, and they produce this bioluminescence only when oxygen is present. And luminescence, how it is produced? It is produced in bacteria because of the genes, that is Lux C D A B E, and this is catalyzed by the enzyme luciferase, which uses an aliphatic aldehyde such as tetradecanal and flavin mononucleotide as substrate. Luminescence in bacteria is produced by the genes Lux A, B, C, D, E, and it is also catalyzed by the enzyme luciferase. And this luciferase enzyme, it uses a aliphatic aldehyde such as tetradecanal and also reduced FMN points as a substrate. So FMNH2 or plus oxygen plus the aldehyde, it reacts, and so it gives FMN, acid, and then water and light. In this way, the organism produces luminescence by the use of the enzyme luciferase. So the enzyme luciferase and other proteins of the bacterial luminous system, they have a response induction mechanism which is called as autoinduction, which means that a population density will induce the transcription of the Lux CDABE genes, and this, it is controlled by a regulatory protein which is called as LuxR. So LuxR acts as a regulatory protein which regulates the gene for a switch on and switch off mechanism, and also an inducer molecule is there for the transcription of these genes, and that inducer molecule is acyl homoserine lactone. So during growth, the cells will produce this inducer which will cross the cytoplasmic membrane, and it will diffuse in and out of the cells. So when a high local population density is obtained, the light which is present in an organ of a fish or squid, the AH will accumulate. Once it reaches a certain concentration, this will bound by the LuxR, so that it forms a complex that activates transcription of the genes Lux CDABE, and so the cells become luminescent. And this gene regulatory mechanism is also called quorum sensing, because this bioluminescence is dependent upon population density, which means that it is a dependent nature of the phenomena. So we have seen bioluminescence. What is bioluminescence? What are the factors that affect bioluminescence? The genes responsible for bioluminescence, the enzymes, and the inducer, and the transcription regulator. Bioluminescent articles, you can refer all these articles. You can see the National Geographic, where it shows the bioluminescence related work, and bioluminescence articles in Scientist magazine, the secret history of bioluminescence by Akai Medicine, bioluminescence science daily. So in all these things, you can find out more information about the bioluminescence.